It looks like we are sanctified. It looks like we are alive. What's going on? Last Claudia, Church of Lore and Cult of Lore members, if you're here to spy on the mass of heroes. It is your boy, the advocate of lore, the thrall of lore, the prefect of lore, the shogun of lore, Dojo with the god of lore, the purveyor, the Appel Nexus of lore, the Murder Uvis of lore, the lore time deity themselves, Simi, in the building.
Hello.
If you're wondering why I don't have my camera on, it's because I broke it by accident. I didn't really break it, I just don't have it connected right now because stuff happened. But it's fine. It just means that we get to see more of Mamma Mia, Do Not Let Me Go. And our boy, Ascended Zaix. And with that, I'm going to stop talking because I will keep rambling on and on and on and on. Simi, take over. I shall be back. I'm going to work on my camera in the background for a little bit and handle some other things. And then I will be back.
All right. Yep. So welcome again to the Church of Lore. If you wondered, where the fuck have you been all week? Why wasn't there a podcast last week? Well, we took a break because of the clap. If anyone asks, it was Blame Bayonetta collab. All right, so today in today's podcast, we're going to talk about Mia and her arc, which was the Phantom Cross SSR arc, and also, of course, we're going to talk about the boy Zaix with his shift and Behemoth the Imperator arc. Also, Dojo has already read all the story, so we'll talk about that when he's back. But before further ado, let's read Mia's lore. Also, I can read your comments over here, so if you say hi or anything, I can read you through here. All right, and if you're wondering what happened to my camera quality, my sister took the good camera and now I'm stuck with my laptop's camera, but it's okay because you can see the boy right there. All right, so let's read Mia's or the Queen of Fights lore right now. And if someone complains about my accent, I haven't seen anyone complain about the accent, but reminder that my first language isn't English, it's Spanish. So let's read this lore. Entry 1, creation of a Saint Paulman Knight. In a certain other world, there was once a sword woman who boldly stood against the army of ruin and led a group of adventurers known as the Phantom Crows. The Phantom Crows were often seen as liabilities. Members have rather unique personalities that made it impossible for them to join a normal Night Order or guild team. However, it is said that with me as the leader, they achieved numerous successes in battle and continue to demonstrate their abilities. The leader of the so-called Rook, Mia, was herself born in the city of St. Paul to a prestigious military family. She was remarkably gifted with the sword even at a young age. From her early teens, she was assigned a masterful sword instructor by her parents and trained ceaselessly. Her growth was so remarkable that in a short period, her skills would quickly surpass the instructor, and she would then advance to the next. Once grown, Mia joined the other knights in their area, and to no surprise for her peers, achieved multiple military successes. As the number of beasts defeated by Mia reached well into the double digits, he brought her a peace of mind to not only the people of the land, but just as by many, Mia's progression as a knight seemed to be easy, but it was a change in an undertaking on a faithful mission. Alright, so I'm gonna TLER the rest of the lore, not gonna, because we're going to talk about two people here on the arc, so resignation. So records aren't clear about the details of the mission that Mia undertook. Um, but Mia was the sole survivor, the one to make it back to St. Paul, hanging by a thread. So yes, Mia had a party before the Phantom Crows, and seems like they failed miserably, and everyone died. So yep, water. So Mia return arrived, where many were sure that she would be punished for the failure of the mission, not to mention the annihilation of her fellow knights. However, no punishment came. The suspicion among them questioned Mia and her superiors about what had happened, but no one was able to answer. Was it favoritism due to her noble family? Perhaps it was in conclusion with her superiors. So, for a while, Mia remained as a knight, fighting alone against the army of ruin. But, her reputation was kind of low. But she continued to fight with almost heroic intensity, uh, even doing even more so than before that mission. So that mission changed her and said, "Okay, I gotta wake the fuck up and fight with all I've got because I don't want anyone else to die." Mia's superiors and those close to her were quick to give excuses about how they tried to help her in various spaces, but they too gave in into gossip about her. So Mia finally decided to leave, as she should, Queen. Despite the scorn heaped upon her by her peers, running from the fight against the Army of Ruin, Mia went to join the Adventurers Guild, where she began to search for companions who would fight alongside against the God of Ruin. So she quits her knight position, and it's like, well, if I'm not going to fight alongside you, I'm gonna find my own group and fight them myself. What a queen. Why Mia went to such lengths to continue fighting against the Army of Ruin is unknown. One theory postulates that the mission, which became her honor, played a major role. I don't expect anyone to understand what actually happened to them. For me, it's a nightmare that I can't. No, I must not forget. So maybe it was that her group was destroyed by an advocate of God, or maybe they got brainwashed and Mia had to kill them all, you know. So who knows? Outward recognition. Mia tried to gather a group to fight the Army of Ruin. Rumors about her reached the Adventurers Guild. Initially, not a single person will join her. So she changed her standards. Anyone will be admitted if they could demonstrate an adventurer's level skills and compatibilities, plus a mission like hers, and a reason to battle the Amaruin. No other questions will be asked. As a result, she attracted those who had competence but had not been appreciated. Her expression remained full of coincidence, even as she has surrounded herself with rogues and scoundrels, like the bottom of the barrel of adventurers. Like all of the scumbags joined her side. It's said that when she founded the Fountain Crows, Mia's face lit up with a wide grin that had not been there before the mission he had failed. She had failed. The Fountain Crows repeatedly failed mission after mission when they first formed. But the question of the gods reinforces their missions were counted as failures due to their habit to also dealing sensitive damage to their surroundings. So imagine superhero fights. Like, we saved the day! Half of the town is destroyed. We saved the day! I just can't imagine the situation. The Fenton girls were skilled. Their leaders studied training emphasized cooperation and regimentation. They were poorly equipped to command the idle, the free-spirited members. So I had this. Someone had even started a rumor that the team was breaking up soon. But they didn't pay mind to their opinions and continued to fight against the target. Before long, under Mia's leadership, these separate individuals began to act with more calm precision, initiating their mission success rate. So Mia was like, "All right, wait, people." She slapped them across the face, and she was like, "All right, listen up. We're gonna work as one." All of the defensive group's members had grown and learned the appeal of fighting as a team. This applied to me as well, and they went next level. The experience combining their very straight, broader, not only her way of thinking, but also the breadth of her fighting style. The people's opinion of the defender groups began to change as well, having them team's ability to take down however opponents stood their way with great ease. They began to respect Mia and gave her the nickname Prime Blade. Holy shit, this last entry is long, so bear with me, please. Alright. After Wolves' fight unfolded against the world, defensive groups gained new members, and time after time dealt great damage to the God of Rune's forces. Mia inspired a wealth of heroics. Oh, sorry, I lost the entry. Here we go. Again, this entry is long. Alright, I was just saying. Mia inspired a wealth of heroic tales in those battles, when the most famous being the defeat of Warlock Knight Ganadol, a servant to the God of Ruin. Ganadol as a Unit 1. Despite being a human, Ganadol joined the army of Ruin and was given the name Warlock Knight for his fighting style, combining magic and swordsmanship. So, after receiving the information that Ganadol was being forced to invade a certain region, Mia quickly sent word to the Lord of that land that the Phantom Groves would join the fight against Ganadol as soldiers. However, the agreement she made with the Lord was not to protect the land from Ganadol, but rather destroy him. There's no way the Phantom Groves could fight a defensive battle. We would function as an attacking force. So the group slipped through their flank and launched a surprise attack, marching Ganadol. They hid themselves from view, launching arrows, striking Ganadol's horse. This surprised Ganadol, but he quickly stood up to fight and began casting a spell. But the spell was nullified by a counter spell from another member of the Phantom Crows. This must be an ale, since they are the mage of the party. Followed again, Ganadol tried to unsheath his sword, but the man in a mask appeared out of nowhere, and the mistake in the next movement, his sword had been severed, and fresh blood was splattering everywhere. So Zaix doing Zaix stuff. The masked man paying no mind to Ganadol's scream, instead calling up behind him, "I let the final blow to you. You better shove him before I do. Got it." And then Mia strikes him down, descends here. For a moment, Mia looked at the weak grin on the masked man's face, of Zaix's face, and in the sense of a glance, the Phantom Girl seems to vanish into thin air. The forces under Grandel's control, despite having their leader killed in front of them, were unable to follow due to being completely dumbfounded by the sheer skill that they had witnessed. The Phantom Crows, due to their name, would appear in unexpected places at unexpected moments, like ghosts continually menacing the army of ruin. Ultimately, the army of ruin would completely destroy the Phantom Crows. It's thought that Mia lost her life in the final battle, but people refused to believe in her defeat. Uh, while the truth of the matter is that a person who knew Mia was reported to have said the following after hearing the criticizing of uh, the other members of the Phantom Crows. Who gives a damn about rumors from people who don't know anything about anything? No one knows what she was thinking at the time, but if she was still alive, if Phantom Crows were still alive, I bet she said, "Sorry for putting you through this. I just hope she doesn't know how much they'll suffer." So yeah, that was Mia's entry. So she was a knight that after a bad mission where everyone in her group died, she was like, okay, I'm gonna quit and stop the rumors. And she founded the Phantom Crows to have another fighting chance, killed this dude, and ultimately was killed in battle like a hero. And we fucking respect that. Alright. Any questions? No? Alright. Dojo's not back, so we're going to continue with with the Phantom Crows arc. I can't change the screen since this is Dojo's screen, but it's okay. Alright, so Phantom Crows arc. By the way, I just have to mention I'm in the chat still fixing stuff. Alright, Dojo. Can you change if you're in your computer? If you have the Phantom Crows arc, can we have a change of scene? If you have it. Thank you, Dojo. Much appreciated. Look at that arc. Look at that arc and don't tell me you want everyone as a unit. Look at that. I want everyone in this arc. Everyone wants everyone in this arc. Hey, just make it happen, please. Alright, Phantom Crows. In a certain small tavern, a young bard sang a curious song about a guild team that existed long ago. This song told the heroic, tragic tale of the 8 who challenged the god of ruin, but were ultimately defeated. Their name, the Phantom Crows. And I need a little water break. Stay hydrated, people. Please drink water. Drink your water. The bard's voice slowly sang a tale of glory and failure, which stirred the soul, but had Atlantic undertones. It seems to be a poor fit for the cheerful and lively atmosphere of the tavern, and almost no one listened. The bard, secretly surveying the crowd from under the pulled-down brim of his hat, switched up the melody and finished up his set. When he began quickly pack up his equipment, still no one seemed to notice him except for one man who slowly approached him. No use to get in this. The party spoke with a note of exhaustion. What is it? Sorry, but today's performance is done. It seems my son didn't go quite so well. Huh? What's that? You wish to hear more about the Phantom Crows? Haha. So if you didn't want to hear any other of my other songs, then a shame. Sorry to let you down once more, but I know the Phantom Crows I know from songs. Apart from that I've already sung, I can give you more info. Phantom Crows were an adventurous guild team that fought against Lougseus, god of ruin. Its member Adelia and the leader, primarily Mia, had exceptional leaders, and they managed to cause the army of ruin great losses on many occasions. However, when where's a gallery of peculiar characters, which led them being unappreciated in their own time. That's all I know. You want to hear the rest of my song? I couldn't. It hardly seemed a crowd pleaser. I've got it. How about you guarantee my wages for tomorrow night? And I'll pin the song for you then. I'm not sure why you were so interested in Phantom Crows, but you'll cover my fee. I'll gladly sing to you. You want to hear the rest now? Sorry, but after tonight's disaster performance, I don't think I have my singing more today. I'll definitely see you tomorrow. So, this arc is told. The story of the arc is told through this bard's perspective, through someone who knows what the Phantoms were, through songs, through tales, which is really interesting. It's maybe we can reading through the arc. I'm going to see something. Uh, yeah. It's Fikes, which is hearing this bard out and hearing the song, right? It's Fikes. I was going to say that, but yes, the fourth entry is what it confirms that. So yeah, it's Fikes, which is listen to the part. All right. So let's hear more about each member of the Phantom Group, shall we? All right. So below is a summary of the long and emotional tale LeVar wrote about the Phantom Crew's members Fright and Diane. So Jill asks Freight. He's the axe dude in the arc. We can see him right behind everyone else. More than any other member, Fright is said to have boasted superhuman strength and effortlessly moved down enemies in the battlefield with his mighty axe. He easily became comrades with Mia in the simplest of ways. She destroyed the abandoned group that Fright was the leader of, and he was captivated by Mia's strength, and he followed her. Through he often crashed with other members. The members harshed towards him was the sorceress Bella, the group's tactician whose Mia longest acquaintance. Pride didn't seem to mind, which made Bella speak even more cruelly. While Fred was incredible attached to Mia, in the end, he laid down his life protecting Mia, but Bella, not Mia, but Bella. So he died protecting the one that always mocked him and made fun of him. That's awesome. On a certain mission, the Phantoms failed at their duty. Bella blamed herself and ended up in a serious predicament, and Fright clove his way through a horde of the Gods of Ruin's forces. Only Bella returned alive. Asked about his last moments, Bella could only say it was so unlike him. Fry was the first Phantom Crows to fall, but without his source of spirits, the corpse, the team would near its end. So this dude was like, I don't like you, but I will protect you with my life if I have to, okay? So Timorous Blight Diane. I think he's the armor dude maybe? Or the bow dude, I don't know. Because it says short so. Oh, it's I think it's going up and then down, so it's the second dude behind the axe fella. That's Dean. So between the art dude and the axe dude, that's Dean. Dean's main role was gathering information while nothing is known about his past. He was the only member of the Phantom Groups who joined formally through the guild. Um, This to his sort of short sword fighting style and animation directly after Fright, it was rumored that he was an assassin after the point of Fright's head. However, that was the case. He was never known to have acted upon that plan. He was an excessively quiet type and often found himself on the same missions as Fright, which only scarier the rumors. Much like the man's past, what eventually would happen to him is a mystery. However, two theories persist. One theory saying he stands to gain the bounty. He followed Fright into battle and killed him thereafter, leaving the team. The other theory is that he tracked down Fright in order to save him, and after losing Bella, the two men fought together to the end. It's entirely unconfirmed which rumor is true, of if the truth lies somewhere entirely different. But it's certain that after the loss of the undefended grows lost its means of evaluating information, I would have had to depend on what amounted to hearsay. So that's the second. So what I'm getting here is that those two were in some sort of enemies to lovers relationship. It seems like Lion and Fred were in some sort of weird relationship of I'm after your head, but we're bros. Like we're broskies, okay? We're broskies. Which is amazing. Alright. Clovis and Bella. One of the Eldritch Archer Clovis, which we can see right there on the right of Mia. One of the earliest members of the Phantom Crows, he allied himself with Mia together with the sorceress Bella. Clovis was master of the bow. Please, Adel, just give us another bow user. Please. Alright, thanks. And during comeback, he acted logistical support for the other members. Originally, he had employed as a guard for an aristocrat family, who, when the head of the family was framed for crime by a subordinate, the family fell into ruin. For several years afterwards, Clovis drifted around as a mercenary until shooting the subordinate dead and becoming a wanted fugitive. He was like, "You're talking shit!" Boom. Dead. Mia later captured him for the bounty that was on his head. But for some reason, she refused to turn him, and they became friends. He was like, "You know what? Join my group." Okay. The unfounded particulars of this situation are rumored to have involved Adel, invoked by Bella, who also joined Mia at the same time. While the rumors are confirmed, it is length veracity that Bella was the only daughter of Clovis' former master. Clovis always wore a mask. It said, in addition to hiding himself from body hunters, the mask also was magical healing of his former master's family that could increase the accuracy of his arrow shot. His life, his eventual fate, was inexorably tied to Bella's. Also, Dojo's back. Welcome back, Dojo.
You. I can't fix my camera.
Alright. Let's read about Bella, which is the mage that I want, please. Please give us a mage. Thank you. Bella, Magus arm. The sorceress with an artificial arm that was the member of the Phantom Crows who knew Mia the longest. First met while Mia was in Night Academy, where Bella felt kinship with Mia, who desperately her aristocratic background was sincere. The pair became fast friends when they finally met after Mia captured Clovis. It was established mutual trust, which led her becoming the decision of the Phantom Crows. However, after the death of Fright, His spirit became increasingly broken. Neither the words of encouragement of her surviving companions nor Mia seemed to reach through her. It was then that she made the decision to fade a certain advocate of God alone, without telling the rest of the Phantom Crows. Her goal doing so was unknown, but Bella lost her life due to this decision. When Bella disappeared, so did Clovis. The remaining Phantom Crows all hoped that Clovis would surely return with Bella alive, but eventually neither came back. If they're singing this far, well, we don't fucking care. Alright, and the last of the crows, except of me and Zaix. Black Thaumatur and Nail. Originally from some poem, he was a preeminent sorcerer with immense power. However, due to his fondness for gambling and women, tell him. I think the sorceress is this one, and Enel is dude, huh? I thought he was a woman. He was a she. Oh, last Claudia, you did it again. You did it again. Tricking me into thinking a nail was a chick and not a dude. It's okay. Just the ropes and the hair makes him look like a girl.
Wait, who exactly?
So Bella is the hot-looking sorcerer with like blonde hair, and Anil is the one in the back.
What, the one with the cape and the hoodie on?
Yep.
Yeah,
that's Anil. That's a dude.
Yeah, I know. I knew that. He looked like a guy.
In the I saw the art and I was like, oh. It is a he. Is it a she? I don't know.
No, I'm going off of how they did it. You could see that the women have accented figures.
Yeah, while the dudes are like covered
they're
up.
they're super bulky and shit. Like Anil in the back He looks like the classic emo, magic type of dude. And then his friend on the side is the, one guy's doing magic, and then the guy with the axe on the side is just like, all right, cool, you keep doing magic. I'm gonna make sure your magic allows me to keep hitting things. And then guess what? This emo guy that does magic is really close friends with this emo guy who looks like he played way too much Assassin's Creed, and they're both best freaking friends with the guy with the bow because he looks like he's trying to be edgy, having one part of his mask split. Like legitimately 1, 2, 3. So from the dude with the magic orb to the guy with the axe, to the guy that looks like he's supposed to be from Assassin's Creed, to the guy with the bow.
And the dude in the full black armor.
Yeah, no, he literally just wants to be the star of the show. He's just, yeah. No, because look, he has 2 shields. That's not a sword. That is another shield.
Oh wait, really?
Look at how it's like how it's fastened to his arm.
Yeah, it looks like an.
That's another shield. He is literally just a tank. He literally like I said, bro, literally the rest of the team literally said, you suck at DPS. Just defend.
How do you do a wheel shield?
There's an anime called I didn't want to take damage. No, there's an anime called I didn't want to take damage, so I maxed out defense. And it's literally this character, this small, dainty female character who has a gargantuan shield that she carries around with ease. Every time enemies attack her, mind you, they attack her from behind. Like, she'll have the shield in front of her. An enemy will hit her in the back and then bounce off of her. That's how much her defense is. That's what he is. He is quite literally shield. So put it to you like this: the first 4, the four in the front. So the Magus Arm,
Mm-hmm.
Lougseus,
Mm-hmm.
Zaix, and Mia.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, right? These four are one group, right? They're all a part of the same raid group and guild. They probably all spend the most time grinding together, right? These four are the closest in the front, and then the four in the back that are like, because if you'll notice how monotone the archer, the Assassin's Creed character, the guy with the axe, and the dude with the magical orb is, their colors are all monotone tone versus the fact that you could see the blue and silver and red on Mia. Zaix is red and green and silver with his red swords. Lougseus' very well defined shield with
And
a
the scarf,
giant red ruby
and the scarf
and
that
the
also
scarf
red.
with the blonde hair and the red plume. I'm telling you, the four in the back, they were the depressed part of the friend group. They all hung out with each other, and the only reason the dude with the axe was there is purely because he matched their aesthetic. That's it, bro. That's the entire squad, bro. The Phantom Crows was literally one half depressed, one half flashy. That was it. They're nothing. That was it, bro. And I want all of them as units. I don't care if they're general pool units. I'm
Same,
summoning on all of them.
same.
I'm.
Okay.
What is it? 15 K for the step up for general pool units. All of them getting summoned.
All right, let's finish reading the nails on Loxus's info. Once he created Mayor Skin, Devil Mia saved his life, then fought besides her to pay back his debt. From that time onwards, Enel used his sorcery to great effect, but he still had a knack for causing trouble due to his underestimated biases. He often troubled the entire team. However, Enel's plain and sincere speech often acted as a buffer between the other members of the Phantom Crows and was pivotal in keeping the team cohesive on track. And the info from Loxus, the Myrmidon? Myrmidon? I'm saying that right?
Myrmidon? Yeah, you're saying it
Myrmidon.
correctly. You're
Alright.
saying it correctly. You're saying it correctly.
Alright. I've never seen that word before in my life.
Oh, you.
He was a visitor of some point from an extremely far off land. In light of rumors that he had killed his parents and it wasn't around, very few people were willing to get close to him. However, Mia invited him to fight alongside her as she witnessed him save a child who had wandered off the town. Despite his appearances, he was actually quite timid, and due to the time he had spent time alone, he appreciated his companions that much more. Wearing hyper-durable full-body armor, he frequently protected his teammates from enemies' powerful hits. Both Enel and Lougseus are said to have lost their lives in a battle against a certain advocate of God. However, the details of their battle are unknown. And then it's revealed that Zaix was the one listening to the story, and the bard went at this speed. Alright, so I've been one. So Dojo, Zaix is all yours.
Yes.
Okay, so first we're going to read the normal Zaix lore, and then the shift, and then the arc.
I don't like how they put him down here. Like, I don't like how they put him down here.
Huh?
I don't like how. So you see how, like, where. Oh, first off, Roland, listen. Listen, Roland, put your. Yeah, there we go. Better.
Put your shirt.
Yeah.
Put your Gucci.
Right. So, I don't like how. Like, look. Like, these characters, I feel like, should be up here.
I think you have it in reverse order, honey.
Now, look, this is what happens if I put it in default.
No, there we go.
I still don't like it because look, like,
Yeah, it makes no damn sense. I know.
You see, but when I do it like this, right, and this, boom, look at that.
I know.
So that everybody can see that I'm a whale.
Okay, so
We're reading it through him.
Oh, okay.
Because
Got it.
he's getting all the respect.
Because you have it. You came reading through the leaks last lore.
Yep. Okay.
All right. All you reminded you don't have to read everything.
Yeah.
You don't have to read everything. Just
So.
TLDR.
Yeah. So the elusive knight, and I'm just gonna summarize it.
Yep.
Zaix is basically the leader of, let's just call it the FBI of Granzelia.
Yeah.
FBI,
yeah.
the DEA, the National Security, the Spec Ops. He is the leader of the people
FBI,
that the American government considered, or that people that the American public consider spying on us everywhere.
Yeah,
all the time, anytime.
Call it CIA, call it
the CIA, the FBI, the CIA, the FBI.
Special Forces.
Yeah. Yeah. And as you can see, they call him the handyman of the Empire. However, with that being said, you would think that within his leader position, as we've seen in the story, he doesn't really do office work.
Yeah.
He is for lack of a better term. Hold on, I'm going to take a sip of water before Simi tries to kill me.
Yes, please. Drink water.
He is, for lack of a better term, more of a field operative that is in command of the entire thing.
He just does his in the story. Normal Zaix just does his shit.
Yeah.
He's an independent worker that listens to no one but himself.
Yeah. Now with this part right here, the best fighter, worst temperament. Mans has no chill.
Yep.
just gonna put it simply. Man has no chill. If Zaix gets agitated or frustrated during a fight, either you're in trouble or the surrounding area is definitely in trouble. Note how I didn't say Zaix was in trouble in any one of those instances. Yeah. That's because when his temperament gets soured, he gets better at fighting. Normally, you get worse, you mix techniques, you start overthinking, you just want to destroy, maim, whatever it is. No, Zaix just gets more accurate. Mans gets berserk. Mans puts on the SC. How much does berserk cost? Like 4 SC. He just adds that 4 SC to his thing and just gets more deadly without losing health. You start to lose health faster than he does, and that's if you're able to hit him.
Man, that should have been a skill for that.
Reverse berserk.
Yeah. I mean, like, the mana, the Moonblade.
Yeah.
That should be in his, like, not the same, but something similar on his kit.
Yeah, nah, I can see that.
Like life drain or something.
Yeah. That's potentially, that's really it. There's a let me see. There's a specific excerpt that I wanted to read.
Oh sure. Go ahead. Oh my god.
Hold on. Here we go. Right here. So right here. So we are begging you. Hold on, I gotta put on the elder voice. We are begging you, but you're abandoning us. Y'all can't see my facial expression. Aren't you a knight of the Empire? If this village turns to ruins because you refuse to help, I will go to the Imperial capital and tell them whatever happened today. I'll ruin whatever reputation you have. Upon hearing this, Zaix's face hardly changed as if he was expecting the outlash. He put his hands up with a long sigh. Fine. Or, I can't do a Zaix's voice. Fine. I'll admit it. It's kind of disrespectful to the next week. Yeah.
But I'm an Imperial Knight. But unfortunately, I have to do things I don't want to kill my job. This is what it means to be a servant to the masses. All right. And then he says, with that, he shook off the children clinging to him and sauntered up to the beast.
It noticed Zaix approaching and chose to close the distance between them. The beast lunging toward the man with a fearsome roar and outstretched claws, but the claws never came in contact with him. In the blink of an eye, Zaix had cut off the beast's head. So quite literally, the village elder threatened to mess up his whole career because Zaix didn't want to help them. Because he doesn't care. And because the elder threatened his job, Zaix was like, fine. And just one tap the beast.
Yes.
Mind you, if you're thinking about it, Zaix could have just did it and he wouldn't have had to work. He could have literally cut off the beast's head and then just kept walking.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what happens when you have too much power. Also, we got 5 people in here. Welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. As a general, we don't need to. We honestly, as a general, and then the elusive knight kind of sum up each other together. But
I see.
Yeah, because I mean, it's basically just saying that
Reports,
Zaix has his own.
His own thing going on.
Yeah, technically everybody in the Council of 10 is a general of some sort. So.
I see. So this is talking about his position in the Council.
Yeah, so like he's the general of the stealth forces.
Yeah.
Or the special ops, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
Bayland is a general of the explorers. Like because he's a part of the Beast Slayer Guild. They're the ones who handle all the roaming beasts, keeping big creatures at bay.
Don't worry, guys. There'll be a podcast about about the Council of 10. One talking about the good guys and one talking about the bad guys.
Yep.
And I think I have to check up a thing. Yeah. Let me say this, please. All right, so no, there's a 3-parter of the Council of 10. It's part 1 with the trifecta with Roland, Liza, and Lanceville.
If you want a crash course, check out my video.
Check out Dojo's video. There's the 2-part with Granada's Malin and Dark Side with Lily, Shida, Maja.
Yeah, so
yeah, the Council of 10 is going to have 3 podcasts. So don't worry about them. We'll talk about them. And now the standard fights. Which we skipped the 4th entry.
The 4th entry? There was a 4th entry?
There was a 4th entry?
Oh,
yeah. One's memories. Yeah.
Wait, who is this talking to? Okay, here we go. This part, I think, is a good part for us to read for Zaix to understand his temperament in part 1. Let's do that. To understand his temperament in part 1. The star of the interview was seated at the far end of the room. The general of the 7th Order, the Eternal Knight of Gravekeeper, one of the Council of 10, Mr. Zaix himself. They called him Mr. Zaix because he doesn't give them a name. I gave him my greetings as the person that greeted him at the door announced that I had arrived. Mr. Zaix didn't seem interested in our interview, so I went to interview some of the other members of the 7th Order. Right as I finished speaking with another member, Mr. Zaix had approached from behind and lightly patted my shoulder. Right. Now, mind you, in this... Whoa, I didn't mean to go back that far. Mm-hmm. In this story at the end, Zaix says, despite his carefree demeanor, it seems that Mr. Zaix commands the 7th Order with an iron fist. We had managed to ask Mr. Zaix about what exactly Gravekeeper was. However, and this is what his response was. Oh, go ahead.
What? Well, aren't you a fool for asking, let alone thinking I'll answer any questions you had about it?
And then right after that, he walked up to this man while he was interviewing other members, other knights, and said, so you're the reporter that's been nagging me for a story. When in the last post, they were asking him for a story. He came back and was like, so you're the one that wants a story from me. So this is just to show you how much Zaix just didn't care.
Yeah,
All right.
he was like, I don't know, you know his story. 5 minutes later. Alright, if you're going to ask someone else, you're gonna answer to me.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you.
And then guess what he
my
says?
side.
And then just like they said with his temperament, when his job was threatened or he has to do certain things to keep his job, it's my job to answer some of the questions you have. So let's get this over with.
I think Roland scolded him. And,
Man, listen.
and Zaix was like, whatever.
I'll say this, right? I believe that maybe Roland did have a conversation with Zaix.
Yeah, and he was like, go back there and answer the questions they asked you. Fine.
But
Fine,
let's also be honest with you. Roland. If push came to shove, Roland wouldn't be able to stand up to Zaix.
Yeah, but I think he was like, maybe he's not going to leave you alone if you don't answer him. I get it, dude. Jeez.
You know what? You know what I'm really excited for?
Or
what I'm hoping for. Not what I'm excited. What I'm hoping for is Eliza and Lance are also going to be joining the Granzelia squad in Grandar.
Oh, yes, please.
And the reason I'm excited is because I want Lance to just have a moment with his shift form to just go crazy. Because I feel like him and Thouser are going to clash. And it's going to be epic.
Yeah.
That is all that my only hope is for the whole story. I don't care about Maylee and Eliza. Well, I care about Eliza, but I need Lance. I need Kyle to get ready to fight Thouser and lose. And then just before like that final blow is struck and Ray can't help him, Lance just comes in on a bolt of lightning. Just comes in and sends this man flying. I want them to clash through the prison. I want them to destroy Pantherbane Island in thunder and darkness. That was my little nerdy moment. All right, I'm done.
All right, before talking about Ascended Fights, shall we address the elephant of the in the room? How was the story update?
Zaix deserved better. Zaix deserved better.
Yeah.
Zaix deserved better, and they better give me the rest of the Phantom Crows so that I can have him fight with his companions. I have Mia. I need every single I need the axe user. I need the bow user. First off, we just need an axe and a bow user in general. So I don't care if they're general units. I don't care if they're garbage. Just give me both of them so that I can have them run with Zaix. Give me the guy who looks like he's using 2 shields. I want him. I want the mage arm. I don't care. I want everybody. I'm sorry, Simi. I am.
Yeah, I also want everyone. Please.
Also, another thing I don't like about LC, how come everybody's outfits just magically change when they get an upgrade? Like, I can understand Kyle and Ray, Lilibet and Essentheria, and
Zaix.
And Zaix. I can understand that shit.
I'm Roland.
No. I can't understand Roland.
Alice also.
Alice is a robot, so I could, just magical upgrades. Go.
Roland as well, because he has like Eldravana and all stuff. So
no. Look. This is Roland's outfit, right?
Yeah.
This is his OG outfit.
Yeah. We know.
Where the hell did this whole plate come? Where did this purple cape come from? Right, the sword is the only thing that stayed the same. And the boots.
Oh, I never noticed he has a crystal in his belt.
Right, because he did it in his original form. He doesn't have that crystal in his belt.
Like it's the shape of an LC crystal, like the currency.
Yeah, no, but look at what's in his original belt.
Yeah,
it's a red ruby. all this, I can understand.
You know
like
what's the answer? You know
El
what's the
Sharia,
answer?
El Sharia.
Sorry.
Like Arch being El
Correct.
Javana Hana. I can even understand this because he's a mythological deity. That's cool.
Oh.
But this bothers me. Also, his face is also annoying.
Alsaria. The answer's Alsaria.
Right.
It's the power of friendship. It's the power of Mia's love, okay?
Right. I can even understand this.
Because this is in the past, yeah.
No, because nothing changed. Nothing. Look, city in the background.
City in the
It
background.
is the same city. Nothing changed. He just
Yeah,
this whole cloak.
Brilliant.
This is just because he doesn't know how to wash his clothes from monster blood, so the white turned brown. I can understand all of that.
Curious logic between shifts.
It is.
All right.
It is bothering me.
Dojo.
I'm sorry. Simi done got me started, y'all. Also, do we get to know his birthday? No, we still don't know his birthday. Nope.
Unknown. Sorry, Dojo.
Age unknown. Well, if he's not Vayne, you know who Vayne birthday is. All right.
Alright.
I'll let you take the first two. I'll take the last two.
I can do this, and you can do the arc if you want.
I don't have the arc. You know what? I think I'll do Zaix. You can do the arc because I don't have the arc. You know what? Matter of fact, here I'm gonna do something that you should never do.
What?
I'm gonna summon for the arc now.
No.
Yep,
you can check the recommended.
Nope,
you
too
can
late.
check the recommended.
Too late. Then I already sent it. We're summoning for the arc. Woo! I'm not gonna
Things
get it.
that only happens in the church. You didn't even have the friend ritual. Yeah, you have to do the friend ritual.
Nope.
No, Dojo.
Nope.
Dojo.
Listen.
Well,
It's fine.
I
It's
was
fine.
going to. Oh.
It's not fine. It's not fine at all. All right. Cool.
Go back. It's okay. We have. I'm gonna search for Berlin's official art on the arc because we do have it. Thanks, Berlin.
Shout out to Barlene.
Shout out to Berlin. The absolute full.
The absolute unit that he is.
Mm-hmm.
How is everybody? How is everybody enjoying the collab?
Yeah. Okay, I have this is anti-god. We don't have the official. Well, we can say recommended on the.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do recommended.
Oh, okay. How about no? This is Balmite. Oh, here we go. I got it. I got the official art. Here, I'll DM it to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you can pull that on the screen when we reach the art.
I need that. I'm already knowing that the next time I actually do a full-blown summon session, I'm going to get utterly shafted.
Alright. Oh, it's not loading.
Nope, hold on. Give me a second. It's
not loading for me. Alright. So, some technical difficulties because that last. I knew you were going to cry, man. I knew you were going to get angry and gonna cry and have an emotional damage.
Anger doesn't even begin to describe what I feel right now.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage doesn't begin to describe what I feel right now.
What I felt when I saw Mia being killed with my own eyes.
Listen, when it happened, I was just like, I understand.
Now you know how I felt when Marcelo left.
Oh no, I knew how you felt when Marcelo left.
I was devastated.
First off, transform.
Beautiful child. Why do you have to leave?
I believe, I believe that Barcelo is one of two things is gonna happen to Barcelo.
Oh, all right.
Right.
After reading the whole story update, you're going to rise.
No, no, no,
Every
no.
podcast, every podcast we end up talking about him, but come on, it's my favorite character. Let me have it.
Oh Lord, I missed you. Oh yeah, Calvinite, you're late, man. Calvinite, you've missed stuff.
Hello.
You've missed stuff over here and on Twitch, man. You've missed a lot.
It's okay, Calvinite. We're just halfway through this because we're going to talk about shift bikes and Balmite. So don't worry, there's still a lot of things to go through.
Wait, Shift Zaix and
Well,
Balmite.
yeah, we haven't gone through them. You were like, I don't have the arc. I'm gonna settle for the arc.
You mean Imperator Eldra? You mean Bahamut?
Bahamut, sorry.
You said Balmite. That's why I'm like
Arc
Balmite.
Arc names. Arc names.
All right, I have it up there. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm reading this.
Yes. While I pull it up.
Okay, I pull up. I've been watching my niece recently. Oh, that's nice. All right. Persisting signs and move. If you can't pull him up, we have the official art as well. So.
Okay, hold on. My LC is deciding to act weird.
Here we go. I pulled the official art for both Shift Bikes and the arc.
Oh, you want me to pull,
Okay,
pull both of them up there?
Can wait a little bit.
You mean to put both of them up there? Gee, that's...
Just the Shift Bikes for now.
Okay, hold on. Let me...
And then the arc, if you can do that.
Okay.
Okay, so before this, what's your theories about my boy? What are you going to say about my precious little bean?
He
Barcelo's ginger.
called him a bean. Wow.
My small precious bean. I love the crispy art. Yeah, it's really. It's the art. Thanks to Barley.
So, I believe that one of two things is gonna happen with how they have him written up, or with how they have him leaving, right? Because
and set
actually, here I have three things. Two things count as one, and then one thing is entirely separate. It has to do with the gotcha aspect of Last Claudia.
Oh, all right.
We're gonna have to summon for Shift Barcelo is something that I'm predicting.
Yeah.
Right?
He's gonna have a DOH shift, like
I fully believe that half anniversary we're gonna have to summon for Shift Barcelo.
Huh? How funny?
Half Annie, I believe Shift Barcelo is either gonna come before half Annie or after half Annie as a unit that we have to summon for. The reason I'm because the reason, right, just hear me out. The reason I'm saying it is because
either Yoito. No, he's gonna be the either the Yoito General Pool. Listen,
he's definitely gonna be General Pool.
I would buy General Pool. I would buy it, but he gave his base shift for free.
Hey, listen, here, I got you. Hey, guys, we'll be
summoning for him regardless. Yes.
Hey, guys and gals, if, because I'm saying if Barcelo is a summonable unit, Simi can't summon until the power creep until the
No.
until the
Listen,
lore podcast.
Listen,
yes.
Listen.
We're gonna put a poll. We're putting a poll in the Last Claudia chat, in the lore chat, everything. We're starting off the summon. We're starting off the podcast with Simi summoning for her boy. Arc and all.
His boy.
Arc and all.
What a request, though. Listen.
Nah, it's not a request. It is a decree.
Listen,
it is a decree.
The
The
instant he's out,
the
I'm gonna
LC
stream.
no
No.
the
I'm gonna.
LC the LC Shogun decrees that the Lord God summons for mass. That is the start. You have to summon for mass. Hey, look, it's either that or you got to get him to 110.
Listen.
That's the ultimatum. Either get him to
The
110 before
the
podcast.
The second he's out, I'm gonna stream. Okay, so the second his video is out, I'm gonna react to that. I'm gonna pull up video reacting to that. The second he's out, like the update finishes, I'm gonna stream, and there's going to be a stream of me summoning for him.
Hey, listen.
And reaching, and possibly reaching BD.
Listen. You're summoning for mass. You're summoning for mass, bro. That's it.
No,
Yes.
no, I can't wait 2 weeks. I can't.
2
I can't.
weeks. No.
I mean, if we
listen,
do
no,
it
no,
in
no,
the
no, no.
same
Listen. Yes,
in the
the
same
same week. The same week
I
that
can
he
wait 2 days.
comes. Listen, the
I
same
can wait
week.
2 days. I can wait 2 days.
You might not even
I
have to
can
wait 2 days. You might have to wait one. I might call off work. I might call off work. Friday sermon. Friday summons and sermon of Simi just
Listen.
going.
Castle Knight, I've not spent a single Gavrelic prism. I haven't spent a single one yet. I'm saving all for Steve Barcelo. Okay, so you say that the
Hey,
first thing...
I'm chilling at 6 God Relic prisms that are all for Ryvern.
Alright, so that's the first theory. That's he's going to become before or after the Half Annie.
Yeah, he's going to be a gotcha unit. He's coming before or after Half Annie. Hell, he might come as a Half Annie unit with a fucking minigun. He might become the Luger that we deserve.
You just need 10 max to max a C.
Listen. He might come before he might just come in and be an absolute unit. And the reason I'm saying this is because I feel like he's gonna come no mask. We're gonna see what Barcelo looks like. He's probably gonna have like a scar over his eye, look rugged, have a beard, swole.
No beard.
Hans Barcelo Bar Swolo, the big Brolo.
Give me this.
Bar Swolo. Hold on, I'm typing it in the chat.
Give me
Bar.
this. Listen, if he has a scar across his face, I'll take that. But give me this, Adis. Give me this,
Bar
please. Give me this
Swolo.
absolute beautiful creature.
The big Bar Swolo, the big Brolo. Right? He's going to come in, right? And he's either going to take out DD if Lance doesn't take out Thouser, right? If Lanceville doesn't take out Thouser, Bar Swolo is going to come in and blast Thouser. That's like one prediction when we have to summon for him. Is he's gonna come in.
I'm gonna predict this. Okay, I'm gonna use my clairvoyant powers.
Oh boy, here we go.
The arc he's going to come with. I have 2 theories right now for his arc. The first one, because we didn't get it already, and I find it a little bit suspicious, is the Grander Ramparts. Because, there's lore behind the Grander Ramparts with Lagrin and all stuff. And the second, we might get like a Sofordo family house arc. like Barcelo and his siblings and their parents, and because we already have the family crest and everything, so please give us his house. Like I need to see the whole family, please.
Yeah. But here's that's my theories for the
theory.
No, that was the first theory. The other 2 theories have to deal with him as a story unit.
All right. As a story, not a gacha.
No, the first one was the gacha, like us summoning for him.
Yeah.
if we have to summon for him, he's going to have
We
a
do
moment
have.
in the story where he just goes berserk. Where I'm talking about Barcelo dual wielding an automatic with a sword.
Guns. Yes.
Like he
No,
just
like
he turns into Ardeen but with an automatic. That's like the gotcha. That's gotcha Barcelo.
How you gonna solve? No, it's just dual wheel, gun
Just
dual wheels,
right.
gun dual wheels. Give
Gun
me
like
gun dual wheels.
just gun katas everywhere. Now for the story part of Barcelo, Simi,
Yeah.
everybody
Doesn't
in
he's gonna
everybody
die? Don't tell me he's gonna die.
everybody in mass protect me for what I'm about to say. He's going to die. I'm now hiding behind everybody that's in attendance in case Simi tries to kill me. He's going to die, but he's going to die in the most badass way. I'm talking.
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that? Huh? Huh? Repeat that? Can you
Listen,
repeat that? He's going to die and then?
right, but he's taking like Melee and a prefect with him.
Nah, he has a near because I'm doing it.
Nah, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like he steals a Grandar ship, like one of the big named Grandar ships, and takes out a prefect and
Oh my god.
takes out a prefect and like one of the other named characters with him. Bro, just full blown just takes them out, bro.
That's like if his shift is a general pool unit.
General Barcelo Selforado, bro.
So far.
And he just bro, and his ultimate is going to be him taking a ship and just ramming it into something, bro. He's destroying everything. Now the second aspect, now the second aspect, right, is him coming back. Him coming back and saving the Granzelia / Grandar gang.
Oh yeah.
I.e. Roland, Lanceville if he comes, Eliza if she comes, Alice, we know she's coming, Roland, what's her name? Lilibet, Essentheria. Yeah. She saves them. Bar pulls a hold on maneuver. She saves them, right? I said she. He saves them. Think brain. Like they're all fighting, they're confused on what's going on. And
I have a theory. I have a theory.
They're confused, they're fighting, they don't know what to do. And Barcelo, in his shift form, just comes out of nowhere and is just like, come with me if you want to live. And then somebody mentions Kyle, and then here comes Essentheria. Oh, you said my baby daddy is here? Take me to him.
Bar pulls out all the money. Oh my god.
Alright. And for those of you who are just joining, Alice, my bae.
Alice, baby. Alright. We can break, everyone. We're discussing a little bit of the story since Zoyo has just finished it. So let's read on to Shift 5, see if he's already up.
Oh, yeah.
I have a theory, and it's that they're gonna remit at Adrastea. Everyone's gonna remit at Adrastea. Like Barcel's going to be there, Kyle's daddy, Megas is going to be there. The blonde chick with purple robes is going to be there. Kyle and the gang is going to be there. The prefects and the advocates are going to be there, and there's going to be a huge fight, and maybe the Granzelia gang comes in, like a little bit and Theria and everyone, like from the Silver Society, it's Q that is in Adrastea, and it's like huge meeting. So yeah, that's my theory. That's my theory.
Okay,
also,
real quick.
How have you what was your
up, 13?
reaction to the May?
No, first
The
off,
battle
no.
of the street. Dojo, I need to know. I need to know. How did you react to the fact that Megius's name was mentioned?
Bro, fuck his name being mentioned. I was thrown off when they said, "Oh, we might have to fight him." I said, "Fight?
No.
Engage in combat
We
with
don't.
who?"
We don't have to fight him. We don't have to fight him.
No. They said we might have to engage. I read.
Oh, the advocates.
Yeah, when they said, "Oh, we might have
We
to
might
fight
have
him."
to. We
I
might have
s-
to fight Megius.
like
Yeah.
like they've mentioned his name so much that it's just like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, oh, okay, cool. He's still a parent. They put fight in front of his name. I said, huh?
Yeah.
I was like, you could,
Yeah. Like,
you might have to do what?
Yeah, me too. We have to fight. Wait, I will pass you the clip. We
Oh, bro,
have to face
I'm already
Huno.
at the clip. I have this clip memorized.
Wait, where's the clip? Where's the clip?
Hold on, I gotta do
Where's
this.
my clip of I think it's in here. Here. If we have to face Megius. This was my live reaction. If we have to face Megius. I was like looking at Labyrinth and saying,
Also,
ever,
who is this? This person right here, bro. Advocate of God.
ever, yeah.
No, Advocate of God, Labrieth.
Labyrinth and ever,
Labyrinth.
yeah.
I don't like her personality already.
Oh. And I was like, sorry, I have to go. There's something wrong.
I don't like her personality.
Yeah, two advocates were nervous to go against him.
No, I don't like her personality. Specifically because she literally said, "What? For realsies?" I was like, huh? You said the screen is blocked. Is it still blocked?
Um.
Oh, you're talking about because I had the picture of Zaix up. Yeah.
Oh. They're not seeing the clip.
No,
You can play it live. You can
no, they're
play
seeing it now. Also,
Oh, no.
who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Why are they so badass? Who is? I'm not gonna lie to you. Depending on Labyrinth and Eber, depending on which one of these two gets released first, I might skip one because I want Eber. I don't know who it is. I don't know. Labyrinth might be fun, but I want Eber because look at how she walked up. That is a very detailed sprite. That is a very detailed sprite.
I love it. And I was like, I want this fella. I want Ever. Oh my god, so cool. And then they drop the M bomb, and I'm like, all right, I'm out. Goodbye.
I don't like her. I don't like her personality as a character. What? Way to be a dictator much. I don't like her personality.
You have to face Megius. And I'm like, oh my god. And I go to the bed. And
Eber shops at Hot Topic. Bet, bro. Say less, bro. I'd wife that.
All right. What about shifting
crap!
the
I forgot that there was
back?
sound. I forgot that there was sound at this in this scene. It just messed me up. And then here she comes. Here's another prefect.
Yep. Another prefect.
Hey, listen, y'all. All I'm saying is she got some hips on her. Boy, look at that. She got some hips on her. She got some hips on her, boy. Them pixels about to make me act up.
Look at that, Mona looking good.
You aren't even just totally messing around, are you? I don't like her. Dummy bro, mommy. She's the soft dom, bro.
Dummy mommy 2, because the first is always the crook.
Yeah, right here. My bad. So they need to introduce more characters to be. They do, but
yes.
Hold on, because my simp side came out for a second. Talking about Eber, this is another reason I like Eber, specifically because of what she said. Attacking that place would be reckless. If we have to face Megius, right? So, Eber who is coming in with dare I say that tactical. I wanted to see if my camera would work. That tactical mindset of let's protect our farm, let's keep building, let's do this, let's build up, let's get stronger, blah zitty blue blah, is just like, yo, if we attack now, which means Machias has been alive this entire time. So through Arc 1, Arc 2, he's been alive and he's just been chilling while these people have been building power for however long they've been building power for.
Yeah. He's been out. Where was Magus all this time? In Claudia. Like I predicted, like I told you all. You wouldn't listen.
Bad Simi. Water bottle. Spray. Spritz, 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 spritz. Anywho, right, the way she came down, right, the fact that they need to, listen, I'll be honest with you. The Celestial, first off, that's another thing. The Celestial will be ours. They are...
Kyle's dad.
That is Kyle's father. That is Papa Kyle.
Dad.
That is Papa Kyle, 13. We are getting closer to meeting the man who isekai'd his own son for his protection.
And possibly sealed a sword made by a god inside him.
The guy who didn't know what birth control or a condom was and decided that the best form of birth control was sending his kid somewhere else.
And seal like a sword made by a god inside him.
Hey yo, where was he during the against the god of ruin? Exactly.
In Claudia.
In Claudia. He's somewhere else. We're not at Claudia yet. We are still going through portals.
Yeah. In Adrostea. He was in Adrostea.
He was in Adrostea. I want to see what that map is going to look like. That map's probably going to look beautiful.
Me too.
First off, bro, listen. Hold on, bro. Listen. Kyle's already strong as shit in this compared to people in this world, right? Mm-hmm. Kyle's dad is about to be a monster.
Yeah.
Kyle's father is going to be a monster.
In short, the correct answer is El Sharia.
Bro, Kyle's dad is El Sharia, bro.
Yeah.
Now here's my thing.
That's kind of hype.
Now, I've been taking notes.
That's why this ending of this story was so mind-blowing for me.
This ending
was like, holy fuck, we're going to meet Machias.
I had to rewatch this cutscene. I had to watch this cutscene twice. No, I watched it twice because I was depressed about what happened to Zaix. I didn't even care about the story.
Oh.
I literally saw this and I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Kyle's dad is coming back. Woohoo. And then I watched it again and I was like, Kyle's dad!
God, me. I took a break, so I reacted the correct way, which was, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
What the actual fuck?
No. I do not, Calfinite. Simi, do you want to give your opinion?
Similar to, yes.
You think it's similar to Lilaha's domain?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is like Hall levels of shit. This is Hall, like the Lilaha, like it isn't the domain of Lilaha, just like the outside, like the most inner. This isn't the most timber chamber. It's just a place inside Lilaha's domain. You know?
I get what you're saying.
Like, you know that Lougseus had this dimension hall, but he has his own place. This is Lilaha's place. This is like the entrance to that place.
Yeah, the thing about it is the reason I'm saying it's different.
Or part of it.
Yeah,
this is part of Lilaha's realm, but this isn't the center or the core. Because I imagine, maybe Megaser's box now. I'm imagining Lilaha's domain to be the contrary of Lougseus. Like, super beautiful, trees everywhere, flowers, all of that.
I'm somewhat on there. I'm taking into account that we technically we haven't seen Lougseus's full domain because the domain we see is after he was sealed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we might not. So we don't know exactly what his.
How big can they be?
Yeah, like how big or how much they can change.
It just looks like an arena for the eventual Lilaha fight. Exactly. This is like that. That's just a theory. A lore theory.
Oh. Don't y'all get semi started.
Alright, we can talk about Chief Fikes and the Arcanine. It's okay.
Okay, no,
Break.
No. There's something else that I actually wanted to.
Oh, sure.
Talk about. So, what is going on?
I don't know what is going on for you.
I don't know what that was. Okay. He says rather confused.
Oh, your cam works. Hello, Dojo. Your cam works.
Hugs.
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 Sexy.
We are back.
He's back.
We are back.
Yay.
I have arrived.
Chief Fikes. Power.
Now, Simi, I want you to guess at something. At something that that should be acknowledged by the keen eye of any lore advocate, any lore member. I want you to guess, and it has to do with this name right here, the Celestial. I want you to guess. I want you to guess or realize if you've noticed something.
We know what it is.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, we know.
What is it?
You don't know.
No, tell me what you think it is, because it might not be.
No. It's canonically established already.
What?
Wait. I will, thanks to Logia's story thing. I will send to you the. Here we go. Story synopsis. So this is canon. The glossary.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. Celestial is an interdimensional teleporter inside of the Silver Society.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, Magus is part of the Silver Society. That was a no-brainer.
No, no. That's actually
Hero.
not what I'm bringing up.
All right. So what's your theory? What is?
Theory. You noticed that they mentioned several names that we haven't gotten introduced to yet.
Like what?
The three emperors.
Yeah.
Lilaha.
Well, we know who Lilaha is.
Yeah, we know who she is. But back in since this is the Church of Lore, are we all prefects and advocates?
Your thralls. We are the.
Calphanite can be a prefect. Calphanite's been here the longest.
Yeah, but
plus,
your thralls.
I don't want to be the only prefect.
You're mere followers.
You said
mere followers.
I can say this. If we have to give a hierarchy, Simi's the god. Me and Calphanite would be one of the two prefects. Gonzalo's actually been here a while, so you'd probably be he'd be an advocate. And then
okay, you can be an advocate.
Everybody else would be thralls.
Yeah, you can be an advocate. Okay, so what do you want me to?
You're advocate of lore, Gonzalo.
Okay, so what do you want me to?
You're not an attribute though, so you don't got to worry about.
What do you want me to theorize about her celestial?
Easy.
Or
Do you think that we'll finally meet the three emperors, or at least one of the emperors? Because I don't. Because for them to make a move, because the prefect of God Yuda said both advocates were prepared to advance at once, right? Further back, it was noted that the three emperors are making their move. Maven and Leodor made this comment.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I just put something in the live chat on the Discord about this. Alright.
Let me pull this up.
Let me read it. Celestial, I guess you could call it a type of dimensional teleporter. Some complicated conditions must be met to achieve it, but if you can meet those, the device will be connected to other worlds. Yep, it's the only info we have about it. Hmm.
I have a theory.
Pull the sticker!
I have a theory,
It's not
and
as convenient as a gate, but it's an essential item that can follow a person's tracks. The Silver Society has found it extremely useful.
I have a theory, and it's
Uh, a
okay.
sticker time, a
All right,
sticker
the
time, a
sticker is up.
sticker time,
the
a
the the
sticker
the
time.
theory is this:
Alright.
what if
Mm-hmm.
the Grandar Squad, quote unquote, isn't the ones who meet Magus first?
Oh, okay, alright. I can see that
Wait,
happening.
wait,
I
wait,
can
wait, wait.
see.
What if the Granzelia Squad, not counting Kyle,
Arrives
meets it
there
first?
first. Yep.
Because they're
I think
building the dark. What's the ship called that they're
the
building?
portal.
The
Durandal.
the
Durandal.
Durandal. What if they just so happen to get
Yes.
in frequency with the Celestial
I have
and
I
pass
have
through in
no
the middle of the invasion? Oh my god!
I have no doubts that's gonna happen.
That
I
is
have no
that is
doubts.
going to be dope.
Listen, I have no doubts that that's gonna happen for one thing and one thing only. We know that they've been building a portal to Claudia, right? But
Yes.
to where in Claudia? Because it's so if there's a portal on the other side, they're gonna connect. And they're going to appear in that.
Yes.
And that's why I say in Adrastea, everyone is going to meet up.
Yeah.
Literally. Because the Granzelia gang is going to appear in Adrastea. The reason Kyle appeared in the Mara's cloud field was because the portal used by Sarah was an interdimensional interference instead of an actual portal, and so Kyle was literally flung into Claudia. He wasn't teleported there. He was flung in there. Wait, wait, wait. What? What? Did Murdy use a machine in Solaris to track something? Exactly. And maybe she's tracked the celestial because if it's a interdimensional portal that lets you arrive to other worlds, it will be the easiest thing to track in that world. Like if they can be connected through this portal, you know, like there's a leak of energy. And we know that Claudia and Granzelia have interacted with each other in the past. We know this for several items in the game, several unit stories, even in the lore per se. We know that Lynch Adel arrived to Granzelia, but how? And the answer is here at last, because there's a celestial in Claudia. There's this portal that they got to use to arrive to Granzelia, and now the gang is going to try to open the portal from the other side. And where are they going to appear? Exactly, at Osea. So that's not a no-brainer. That's
Yeah.
just not. That's like the most
That's just a theory, an
I think
LC
an
theory,
LCCU, but it's the easiest
easiest LC
solution.
theory. Yeah.
It's like a theory that in no time will become canon because all the hints are there.
Yeah.
We know what a celestial is. We know where it is. We know what the Granzelia gang is trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's no brainer. But the conclusion that they're going to arrive to Adrestia before the Kodia gang, obviously, I mean, Ray's still in prison, so that's something they have to do. And about the three emperors, I think we're going to meet them. The solution will be a new arc. Yep, along with one of the three emperors for sure. And I think the three emperors are going to appear
Mm-hmm.
just after Leodor is defeated. They're not going to participate in the Leodor fight, but they're just going to to arrive before after that. Just like sub fellas, but it's just going to be one of them, and it's going to be the one that Ryvern's working for. So it's going to be Ryvern and this emperor together, and they're going to arrive to the scene a little bit too late. And Raven is like, "Oh, did I miss all the fun? Bummer."
Hundred and hundred
And
and
I think that's how it's going to go.
110
Oh, I
SC
can't hear
River.
you, buddy. I can't hear you.
Oh,
Wait.
110 SC River when he drops day one.
Yeah. I think no, the Celestial UR arc is going to come along with Magius. No brainer.
Oh yeah, no,
Celestial
easy,
UR and Magius.
easy.
Easy guess, easy guess.
Now, now, real quick.
Hmm. Before we shift the
Before we
focus.
shift, finally, before we shift, I'm gonna give everybody a headache. Imagine how long it's gonna take for us to get the rest of these prefects.
You're cutting for me.
Oh, hold on.
I
Hold on.
your mic is
Boop,
cutting
boop, 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 boop,
for
boop.
me. I don't know
All right,
why.
guys, is it cutting for y'all in the chat?
I think they can hear you, but I can't.
Okay, how
Would
about
the
now?
emperors be the same world as Grandor? Or are they from other worlds that are under Lilaha's domain? I
That is a good
mean,
question.
we know my current theory is that Claudia is a set of islands, like an archipelago. So what the emperor we're going to meet is the emperor of Grandor, and there's other two in two different islands. So that's why it is specified as Claudia Grandor, because there's other two islands with other two emperors in them.
Yeah.
So we're going to meet Grandor's emperor. Thank you very much.
All right, cool. All right, time to give everybody a headache. Imagine how long it's gonna take for us to get all of these other prefects of God.
Yep.
Especially because they're
I
giving
think
this one
I
the
think
most. They gave this one the
listen.
most detail because look at his sword. His sword is the one that specifically has all these beams of light coming from it.
Mhm. Listen, I think I'm sorry for my boy Marcelo, but here we have the 3.5 any units. Like they're going to be the 3.5 any units.
Ooh, that would be funny.
Like no, the ones on the bottom.
Really? Really?
Judah maybe it's an arc. That
True.
like that's an arc, and we're going to have Ever and Labyrinth and Mauna for the 3.5 any. And Barcelo will have to wait.
And, there we go. Now we have. Now we're on
Sadly.
to our boy.
Yep. Chief
Lougseus.
Tykes, Chief Tykes and the arc. Sorry for the long story ramble,
No, that's good work.
guys. No, I'm apologizing to chat and future listeners. But since though you just finished story, well, we deviated a little bit with theories and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, we're doing
Alright.
Ascended Zaix's story.
Yep.
Okay. Let let me get to the. There we go. Okay, I'm here.
Alright, you're here. I lost the story. Is your screen working again?
What do you mean? I'm back on the LC thing and I have the picture of Zaix up.
Okay. Here's the story if you want to read
Oh no,
that.
I have the story. Like
Okay,
the
so
actual Lake slash Claudia lore.
yeah.
Yeah, I have it up already.
Alright. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh,
You can go ahead.
All right.
I already did Mia on the arc, so you do Thykes and Baham.
Oh, you mean Balmite?
Malmite, yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna switch them up. Oh no, it's Bahamut, the
No,
Imperator.
that's what I'm saying. That's I was making a joke.
Oh my god.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna switch those two a lot.
All right. So are we reading or are we just TLDR?
TLDR of
All right, cool.
us and the Fikes because this has been going for a bit.
Okay, so persisting sins and moving forward. Zaixu. So
Chief
TLDR.
Fikes.
Ascended Zaixu. Chad Zaixu. The
Uh,
Zaixu.
so TLDR in the story was just Mia died, and by the power of friendship and love, he gained his shift.
Yeah. Now, actually, talking about Zaix, um, so our boy was ready to just let go of his past by basically doing what I like to do as well, which is face your struggles head on. Right? So, of course, long ago we know that the he was the member of the Phantom Crows, and as in the story, as Simi said, uh, she ended up getting infected by the curse of the goddess and ended up becoming a prefect of God, and basically, basically realizing that despite the fact that he thought that they were all hindrances, they made him stronger. And he realized that that's like basically the entire first thing is that if he didn't realize that while they may not have agreed with what he did, they did care about him enough to I need to drink water to willingly give their lives or put their lives on the line for his showed that he was ready to move on and ready to gain a new power, kind of like how I can equate this to Regent of Fire Eliza.
Hmm.
Her whole thing was beyond her obsession with Roland was
Yeah,
she
move past
believed
that.
she believed that she had to handle everything on her own for Roland. She didn't believe in getting help.
Hmm.
When she became Regent of Fire, if you read, which when we
The
go over the
lore.
trifecta later in our Lorien time, or if you've read my, or if you've seen my Blazing Hot Passion video, she learned that in order to stand by her friends, she has to first let her friends help her. Right? So Zaix doesn't really get the chance to let his friends help him physically, but emotionally and mentally, he's like, just because they're dead doesn't mean that they're gone. I haven't
Yeah.
forgotten them. So as long as I keep fighting with them in my heart, they won't be forgotten as well. Right? So, and it's funny because his next entry is called Associates. So, when he was a member, like I said before, he didn't really get along with them. Like, let's just say, for instance, all of us were in a squad with Zaix, and if we did something that didn't, for lack of a better term, impress him, he'd make a
Hmm.
joke about it. Or let's say we got into a really hard fight that may not be challenging for him, he'd be like, is that all you got? I mean, at least you survived. Like, he'd make snide little comments like that, right?
Hmm.
Um, and it's crazy because out of all of them, Emil, the thaumaturge, the one with the orb, like the little cube that's like floating around,
Yeah.
him and Lougseus, the Myrmidon, which is a term for defender.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah,
time for the. I didn't know that.
it's a term for
Well, I know
defender.
now. I
Mm-hmm.
know now.
Were known to be on the worst terms with Zax, like cats and dogs. They teamed up with him on missions and cooperative. Like basically, two of the people that he didn't get along with the most, he worked the best with. Right?
Yeah.
Like their team comp can be explained in the enemy doesn't know why they're losing.
This is impossible. How can we be losing?
It's like for instance, Simi. Let's say me, you, and for all intents and purposes, Calphanite, right? Let's say you were Zaix, and
Yeah,
I was the
I know.
thaumaturge, and Calphanite was the defender, right?
Hmm.
You would be making jokes like, "Oh, is that all you can take?" I'm sure you could take a couple more hits than that. Like you'd be making fun of
Yeah.
us while fighting, right? While fighting, you're not even focusing on the enemy. You're focusing on just bothering us.
Can I can I read the third entry, please?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, important relationship. While it's known that all the Phantom Crows and later Mia was special to Thykes, purposely Mia gave Thykes a special consideration, for she acted as the glue between the members of the team and the often sarcastic and destructive Thykes. Because of this, some people outside of the team suspected that the two were involved romantically. However, in regard to that, Magnus, or the member of the team who knew Mia longest, had the following to say: "Me and the masked jerk lovers, huh? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Let me get to this out here. Those two had a relationship more like dependable older sister and her bright little brother. Mia saw something in Thykes that she couldn't leave be. As for Thykes, I never really knew what his deal was, but I always thought he looked at me as a source of hope for some reason. I think he just secretly wished to have someone to believe in. That's all."
Mm.
I mean, sure, Bella, sure, those two aren't in
Boom,
love,
boom, boom.
as shown in the latest story update. Not lovers at all. There's
Yeah,
no
nah, they're totally
romantic
not
lead.
lovers.
Nah, nah. They totally are. They're
Friends.
total.
How many of us have them? Friends. Ones we can depend on. Friends.
Thanks was a dick to the other Phantom Crows. Yeah, but I think he liked them in his own unique way. Like he was a dick to them, but deep inside it, he cared about them. But he didn't want to come attached to them. You know, like he didn't want to have any string attached. Like because he was always a solo person. Like he always worked alone. You know,
Yeah.
and so I think Thyke's personality was like, I don't want to have any strings attached, for in the case I lose you, I don't have to deal with the pain that
Yeah.
that involves. And I think that's totally called in his shift form and in the story. Like he comes to terms of, yes, you will have friends in your life, you will have string attached, and you have to learn to love and learn to let go. I think that's what Chief Fikes represents. Like
Yeah.
the lesson he learns in his shift is you have to embrace your past and let it go.
Yeah.
Like you had this friendship, you have this group, you even had someone that you loved, and they're gone, and you need to accept that you weren't always alone.
Yeah.
And I think that's beautiful. I think the power of friendship in Last Claudia, especially in Thykes, is that, like, it is a truly magnificent power and a truly magnificent thing that empowers you, like the power of companionship, and and accepting that she Thykes can get his ascended form and even stand up to the goddess's brainwashing.
Mm-hmm.
True, we know nothing about his time even before he met the Feather Crows. He would have lived for thousands of years in solitude before meeting them. Exactly. And maybe he lost a lot of loved ones. Maybe he lost his parents or siblings or even friends before meeting the Phantom Crows, and he didn't want anything to do with anyone. I just wanted to take it to, so for him to accept them as friends. Alright, anything else to add, Dojo?
Nah, you pretty much summed it up.
All right. So let's read Bahamut.
Also, can we talk about the fact that Final Fantasy bosses don't stay in Final Fantasy?
Ye- Yes, I've been I mean Bahamut, it's not just a Final Fantasy boss, it's a common boss in all video games. So of course we get our version of Bahamut. Like Bahamut is a demon name. So
Yeah, that is always for some reason next to a dragon
I,
that does fiery destruction.
I have to BRB for a few seconds. So you can story in
Okay,
the arc.
okay, so
I'll BRB
okay,
real quick.
so the Archdrake, the Archdrake, Bahamut, the Imperator, which is funny because now we know that there's two of them. The other one being Imperator El Dravahana. So there's two Archdrakes that we know of that we can confirm. Whenever they'll become units, I don't know when. But we do know that this dragon was big, it commanded respect, and for some odd reason, it was either tamed slash created or bred by the advocate of God herself, Rabala. Right? And there is a section in the, and by the way, the reason I'm calling him, it, her, whatever you want to call it, the Archdrake, is because that's what its title was at the time.
Also, guys, remember, because Gonzalo was asking for it, the the Discord link for the Church of Lore is in the description of every Church of Lore podcast video. So if you check the description, you can join the church for
Yep.
free.
I will also be updating the
Yeah, we're not. Yes, we're streaming in the Discord. We're here in Lore Podcast, and you can join us if you want.
mm-hmm.
You won't be able to speak, but you can hear us live.
Yep.
Just to go to the rule, you yeah. For entering the Discord, you have to go to the rules and agree to them.
Yeah.
It's just um, it's just a few steps away, and you'll unlock all the Discord. And welcome to the church. All right, we can keep going. So it doesn't
Okay.
work though. It doesn't work. The current link. I set it for. Wait a second. I set it for never. The link in the description doesn't work. Uh Dojo, do you have this one or do you have the old one? Wait.
I have the new one. I should have the new one.
It's this one. Is it this one?
I'm looking at this art. We definitely need at a Neil as the next Phantom Crow member because that's
Oh wait,
him in this art.
I'm gonna here. That should be the new one.
Okay.
Is it
I sent an updated link into the chat, and I'm gonna update the one in here.
join the church? No, this isn't the permanent link. I
It's not
think
the
this is
permanent
the
one.
old one. That's the perma one, yes.
Okay, guys, hold on.
Hold on,
Update
guys.
link.
No matter,
Edit.
no matter people aren't joining.
E.
Yeah, it's the six AQI,
Yep, okay, there we
the
go. Boom.
six key R
There we go.
Korean.
All right.
Yeah, that's the permalink. You were
Yep, we're back.
you
We're
you were
back. We
generating.
fixed it. Woo!
You fixed it. Woo! Yeah, that's the permalink. Here we
So
go. That's the permalink. Yep.
yep.
That should
So
be the permalink.
here. So record of battle of blah blah blah. I'm gonna butcher this. Record of the battle of By Hell
By
Viaduct.
Hail, yeah,
Viaduct. This
by
one we're gonna
Hail.
read because I feel like it. No, actually, that's not the one we're gonna read. We're gonna read the third one, like fully, just because
Yeah, sure.
it makes the sense. But the record it starts with the Battle of Viaduct. Basically, when Bahamut entered,
You're
um,
welcome. Non salo.
yeah, when Bahamut made his entrance known, everybody knew that when that dragon appeared, it was going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And they still fighting, knowing of the dragon coming, were still making jokes. Like for instance, Mia saying, "Come on, everyone, let's go," and then Zaix replying with, "You better keep." Was replying with, "Try keeping up with me, you hot mess." Just making jokes while her and her team, mind you, this is after they've already lost some members. There's a reason we don't see Vela and the bow user and the assassin all in here. They're already gone. And I think the assassin was I don't think he got corrupted, I think he just left.
Hmm.
The way
He
they
was like, oh, hell no.
like no, it wasn't even like he was just like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm not fighting that. Fuck y'all." It was more of a he just like left. Like Bella and the dude with the axe cut his own head off, like he died. Vela and the bow user, I believe, got corrupted. Um, assassin left, so like they were already down. So it was literally only technically 4 Phantom Crows there the entire time, which is why it was mainly focused on Emil.
Bahamut in D&D is a good dragon, but in LC it's more like Bahamut's sister Tiamat, an evil dragon.
Fair,
Yeah,
fair,
it's always
fair.
there.
But like that's why you'll notice that they focused on Lougseus, Anil, and Mia and Zaix, because technically those were the only 4 Phantom Crow members, quote unquote, left, which is
Hmm.
very interesting. Because I've noticed that, like, yeah, they talked about them, like, oh yeah, they mentioned their names, but you always only saw those 4. You always saw the Thaumaturge, the Myrmidon, the the Thunder Thigh Blade, and Zaix. They were always the 4 constant characters that we were seeing, even when they did that shitty thing where they used other character models for the characters.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, but yeah. So third opposition, which is the one that I wanted to read because it has, in my opinion, a decent part of the story just to show us why Bahamut was such a big thing.
All
So
right.
with the arrival of Bahamut at
Would love
Baihao,
to eventually get all the Phantom Crows. Exactly, Gonzalo. That's
yes.
the whole point of this podcast. The point of this podcast is just us waving a flag, and it is like, we want all of them. Please give us the Phantom Crows.
With the arrival of Bahamut at Baihao Viaduct, the moral of the Army of Ruin was greatly bolstered. Meanwhile, the Archdrake's imposing appearance made the forces of humanity tremble in fear, and some soldiers immediately deserted in panic without even fighting. Even the members of the Phantom Crows, who up until then had free reign over the battlefield, stopped and looked at their leader, Mia. Mia, what's the call here? You already know the answer. As she replied to the question from Lougseus to Myrmidon, Mia fearlessly turned towards Bahamut, sword drawn ready. Had Mia and the Phantom Crow shown even a sliver of fear in this situation, the forces of humanity would have crumbled, and Mia knew this. Zaix, and here comes Zaix. Was there ever a question? Before he even finished speaking, the masked dual-wielding swordsman Zaix was already bounding off towards Bahamut to join in on the attack. Mia and the other members of the Phantom Crows naturally followed behind, and what unfolded next was a fierce battle between them and Bahamut. Yet, no matter how remarkable Mia and the other skills were, they faced being on par with the divine beast. The battle was the hardest they'd ever experienced. They all sustained grave wounds and were driven to the brink of total annihilation. As Bahamut approached to inflict the final blow upon them, Mia and Zaix were prepared for the inevitable. But suddenly, for some reason, the Archdrake halted its progress and began to slowly unfurl its wings and flew off somewhere. What just happened? Who knows? Maybe something happened to its master, Rabala. While Mia, Zaix, and the others stood dumbfounded, Bahamut's departure plunged their army of rulers' morale, and they began to retreat. The forces of humanity gave pursuit to their enemy and managed to seize a victory in the Battle of Bai-Ha-Vada. So we don't have to read the rest of it. They were all about to die.
Yep.
That dragon, mind you, Zaix, who was fighting an advocate of God, because the model that they're using, I'm assuming that they're using that Zaix is still the same Zaix that we had in Arc 1. Was able to stand up against an
I want
advocate
to
of
read
God.
the last. I want to read the last sentence.
Okay, go ahead.
However, with that, a sense of relief finally flowed out of the members of the Phantom Cross who have fought beside each other. However, they fully recognized that they had not gained a win over Bahamut, but in fact that they had, by sheer luck, been let go.
Yeah,
Like,
they were all about to die.
mm-hmm.
Perish. Right? And because something happened to Rabala, they got taken away. Whatever it was, they got spared by luck.
Hold up. Regarding this seemingly the overwhelming power of Bahamut the Imperator, plus attendant of the God of Ruin, Rabala of the Four Lords of Ruin. However, in recent news, it has been rumored that Bahamut has been summoned by forces opposed to the God of Ruin and made to fight a certain someone. Regarding the contradictory phenomenon, some offer their analysis that once the God of Ruin's forces disappeared from Grandar, Bahamut could be summoned by other forces. Others have affected for the theory that regardless of our information, powerful figures can forge pacts to utilize the Archdrake. However, neither argument is persuasive enough to gain a consensus, so the truth is still unknown. It's possible that the Archdrake lends his powers of his own free to will to whichever forces has the ability to bring about the most destruction. Alright, so who's getting a shift with this?
I don't know, but all I'm saying is
Who's getting a shift thanks to Bahamut? Or who's going to be Bahamut's like um co-worker?
Imperator El Jabahana.
I mean,
But yeah,
it would be cool. It would be cool to see this in the future, like Bahamut letting his power to someone else.
Archbeing Bahamut.
Yeah, Archbeing Bahamut.
If we get Archbeing Bahamut, I want Archbeing El Jabahana.
Archbeing who?
Archbeing El
That's
Jabahana.
referring to Prefect Mia, right?
Oh, referring to Prefect Mia? I'll take back my comment.
Yeah, maybe because Mia summoned it to fight fights. Yeah, but do you think Prefect Mia is going to have Bahamut's power?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I mean, this said that it was summoned to fight Thykes because a certain someone is Thykes, of course. So yeah, it could be that Prefect Mia is going to have since Bahamut dropped with Mia. You know, maybe her shift is going to have Bahamut's power. That would be totally from a lore wise and story wise perspective, that would make total sense.
Yeah, especially because of what the fourth entry is. Worldwide disaster. The overwhelmingly powerful Bahamut, the Imperator, is generally known for being utilized by a close attendant to the God of Ruin, Rabala of the Four Lords of Ruin. However, in recent years, it's been rumored that Bahamut has also been summoned by forces opposed to the God of Ruin and made to fight with a certain someone. Regarding this seemingly contradictory phenomenon, some offer the analysis that once the God of Ruin's forces disappeared from Grandar, Muhammad could be summoned by other forces. Others have advocated for the theory that regardless of affiliation, powerful figures can forge pacts to utilize the Archdrake. However, neither argument is persuasive enough to gain consensus, so the truth is still unknown. With that being said, our boy, Heroic Lord Roland, has a pact with Imperator El Dravahana, right? So we know that a pact can be formed with dragons,
Hmm.
or with archdragons, basically. And the last line says, "After all, Bahamut is the ruler of destruction and a being who can easily bring it about. It's possible that in each age, the Archdrake lends its power of its own free will to the force, to which force has the ability to bring about the most destruction." So he could literally be doing this as a game. And the whole thing of the reason he was serving Rabala was because she was an advocate of the god of destruction, or the god
Mm-hmm.
of ruin, destruction, same thing. So that could be why Bahamut was there. It also means um that if it was summoned to fight against the god of ruin, that means that there was somebody, Magus, who was probably super strong, and Bahamut was just like, "Oh, you're summoning me to fight against the people who caused all this previous destruction?
Sure.
They might be a worthy challenge." Hmm. Hell yeah, let's keep going. Right, Lynn. So yeah, but oof, I think that's it. The last line reminds me of the Celestial Dragons in the Kagetsuchi art. Yeah. Whew. I gotta
Could
straighten my
be
punches.
that Bahamut is related to the celest that like it's not one of them, but could be related to them. Like Bahamut could be a celestial dragon transformed into a god of ruins minion. Mm,
Yeah.
mm, like Lagraine. Like Lagraine wasn't born as a Lougseus minion, but was turned into one.
Yeah.
So Bahamut could be the same. Like he wasn't all he was like a celestial dragon, like the ones in the Galaxy arc, but was turned into Luxian minion.
Yeah. Nah. It looks either way. He's Big Dragon commands respect. But yeah, I think that's it actually.
Yeah,
It's
that's
been a
all for
while since we got a
today.
2 hour lore. Whew.
Yeah, it's because with the story stuff and all of that.
And for everybody who doesn't know, who hasn't summoned yet for Gene, if there are a couple characters that you're missing, it is February. So the brain, don't do this to me. So the Valentine's Day banner should be dropping, I believe, next week.
Oh, really?
Should be either
All
next
right.
week or this week, this coming up, because we got Gene
Mhm.
Thursday. So no, because we have a third update.
Yeah, we have a third update, and then maybe
The
they're going
update
to drop
following
it.
it will get the Valentine's Day banner and
So
the new
next, I
unit.
think next week we're not going to have a new unit because it's collab week.
Yep.
So yeah, on the 14th should be on the 15th should be the Valentine update with new character maybe.
And if you guys don't have them, if you've been playing for a while or if you've just started,
I'm anticipating following week. No,
it's
I'm
Ethereum.
anticipating. I'm anticipating the week on Valentine's Day. So no, so next week is going to be from 6 to 12.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to assume the Valentine's update is going to drop the following one, the 13 to 19.
Yep. So
That's
everybody get ready for
my.
that.
I think I'm gonna get Sarah. Finally.
Finally, Jesus, yeah.
Also, how's everyone enjoying the collab?
Uh,
I mean, I did my stuff. I got my free stuff. I I love the the fighting the fighting style on this collab. Like I wish Last Claudia kept like the grid stuff
yeah,
and characters coming from all corners. I like the fights. They're flashy in the collab.
yeah.
But it's so sad that we didn't. Uh, I am going to ramble a little bit about this. It's so sad that we don't get a fucking story or something like that, or a summary on the
Yeah,
story
no,
of
no stories
Bayonetta.
anymore.
Like they don't. We have the characters are great. Yep. Like we don't get any context on why they're here or why time trial next week. Yeah, and
El
then the
Sharia.
Valentine's tablet. But yeah, I'm just disappointed that they only give us the
That's what I'm saying.
teaser.
I feel like next week the time trial will come with the Valentine's Day collab.
No, it's the following one. It's going to
Yeah.
be the following. But yeah, it's not a flashy collab. I mean, collabs haven't feel the same since a long time ago, and this collab isn't just hitting it for me. It's just like, yeah, we got another collab, but it's mid, you know. Like the collab nobody expected it.
Yeah.
They don't do collab stories anymore because data showed them that most folks skip them.
Yeah.
Newsflash, Alphanite, a lot of common folks skip the normal story, but they keep doing it.
Well, that's because that gives us
Like
that gives
if
them
nobody
crystals.
cared, if nobody cared, uh, and why do they do event stories then? Why do they do them? Everyone
Because that
skips
has to.
event
So
stories.
so Simi, with that they could keep doing the story. They,
Except for me, I don't skip event stories. I read all of them.
guys, y'all don't got Simi started.
But yeah, it's like, oh, it's because they didn't show them. A lot of people were skipping the collab story. No,
Yeah,
a
no,
lot of
no, no,
people,
no.
a lot of people that skip normal story and event story. It's just that they don't care fucking anymore. It's just, have you seen
It's less work for
this?
them to do.
Listen, have you seen the last? I, I'm gonna,
He said
I'm
nothing with the
gonna,
Saints. Simi.
I have to,
No.
I have to discuss this. Please say this. Hire more artists. Please hire more artists. So really, since Thouser, we have since uh Leona Princess Summer, we
Mhm.
haven't got unique trade pictures. Hire more artists, hire more people. It is. This is insane. Like, why the fuck would you
Simi.
do this to me? I hate this so much. Like, look at this art, so beautiful, and then you get to fucking
My LC is acting weird, which I think is
you get to sorry, to Lagrange, and then it's just portrait, portrait of the unit, or weapon and portrait of the unit. This is for Bayonetta. It looks like they went a little bit. It looks like they cared about the Bayonetta stuff. Like, okay, I can get through this, but seriously, please just start doing unique tree data again. This is my call out post to Adis. Start doing art trade again, please. Just don't have just the weapon and the unit. Please. Thank you very much for your understanding.
Well, with that, y'all, I think we're gonna end it here
with a
specifically
little rumble.
because
Receiver collab was dope.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But we're gonna end it
As
here
much
because I
as
have a
I like collab stories to return,
yeah.
Mommy
I would too.
Longlegs was done right in her art. Nothing will deceive Sammy. Yes. It's
Yeah,
like you're not doing good enough.
yeah. Well, I have another stream that I have to do in an hour and 30 minutes, so I think we're gonna
Of
end this
course.
stream here because
With this, thank you for coming.
yep,
Next week will be the millionth Oscar podcast. It will
yep,
be called. So I hope everyone's ready for that.
yep,
And
and
I will delete the podcast thing here. And thank you for coming.
yep. Appreciate y'all chilling. If y'all want some more fun,
Love you.
if y'all want some more fun, I will see y'all. I will
On
see.
Twitch.
I will see y'all on Twitch.
Ciao, ciao, dojo.
So yeah. So with that being
And with
said,
this, church is closed.
goodbye.
Until next week.